Hello everybody, how you all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is a day, at least for me. Got a big, bottle of liquids, and I was thinking we were going to play Freelancer, and then I was sitting here thinking, do I really want to play Freelancer? And the answer was no, I do not want to play Freelancer right now. What I'm more excited about doing is actually doing some Unreal Engine work. So we're going to do that. We're going to run in, whoa. We're going to run in. I am over-modulating the mic. Okay, we're going to run in. And we're going to have some fun with Unreal Engine. Just to get us in the mood, let's get some music going. I'm on Discord if anybody wants to join me. And we are going to work on getting this little Buccaneer up and running. I've got a lot of settings here. I did quite a bit of work. You can see now that there are labels. I got the little decals working, even if they are a little hard to see on some of these. But you can see, they've got nice depth to them. They're meshing pretty well. I'm not sure why this is having a problem. I think it just I'm not going to worry about it. And you're probably wondering what's with all the crazy colors. Well, that's a test palette I have set up. If I go to the regular colors, it looks like this. Now, obviously, this brown isn't what's really there. I need to actually work on that material. But, that's actually a material I think I'm going to work on later. I got some other stuff I'm going to do. The test is just so I know that the coloring actually works. It's also interesting to know that this little band is actually a decal. I did not know that. And we'll have some other components that we need to get in here. We got like little thrusters. We got engines. And lots of little things. And then when we're all done with this guy, we're going to transfer all that detail over to this guy. And hopefully this will actually look correct. But I'm trying to get all the work done on this guy first. And this guy had some interesting textures and options and stuff. I mean, I had to create this kind of, ship's grungy texture. And I'm not certain if it's right, but, it's close enough. Alright, so what are we working on now? Well, for this guy, what we actually need to do is we need to build a 3-tiered material. And we haven't done that yet, so I was actually working on that. I think what I was actually doing was I was making basically I was using 3 layers, and I'm not sure if that's the right pathway. Ship, straight, Buccaneer, materials. And this is painted metal black. And, this is, kind of where we're at right now. And obviously it's, not very good. I mean, it looks pretty black on, my stream, but trust me, it's not. It's red. It's red. So, we gotta figure out what's going on here. I probably am doing the wrong kind of blend. I might just have to, and I don't think I have the right textures on here right now. Actually, no, I don't have the 3rd layer on here. That's what it is. Okay. Because here, this is the primary layer. This is the paint tint. And then this is the secondary layer. So, how does the 3rd layer work? That's kind of what we have to work out. Let me see if I can't find. There it is. This is our material. So, we have 4 texture slots. And then we have 2 actual layers. So we actually need to come up with probably a new layer system for this. I mean, we can probably use blend to get us in between these two, but then there's, you know, a where specular, a diff, and then a specular that have to be accounted for. Now, if we look at, you know, slot 4 on others, that's loud. So, painted metal black is actually a hard surface material. If we look at others, we have, you know, we've got texture slot 4, but these are Illum shaders. So if we can find, you know, and we're not going to find one that's another, you know, that's another hard surface. So what I'm thinking is we might actually have to create some new changes in our base material here. So we come into here. So we'll have the layers, we'll have the gets, and this is where we will actually punch in our new texture slots. So we have a text slot 4. So let's convert to object, convert to parameter, texture slot 4. And let's see, they want me to use, and we'll use this as the default because it's just easier. Drake textures exterior, and then panel B where spec. Panel B where specular. There we go. Alright, so we got that. We're also going to need, and here, let me, that's 4. We're also going to need slot 9. And actually I need to prefix this with 0. Alright, slot 9. And this will be panel B specular color. Or diffuse, rather. There, we'll just kind of do this. Panel B where diffuse. Oh, no, just... Okay, so where specular, but then it's just normal panel B diffuse. Alright. This will be 10. And this will be 12. And we're just doing this as we find them. So there's no real rhyme or reason for why we're, you know, not, you know, doing them all in order. If you can even call this order. If you call that order. Alright, and then finally 12 is the blend. Sand blend. Ah, panel B blend? Yep, panel B blend. Okay. So, however we set all this up, this is going to be what controls our actual lerp between the previous layers and whatever this layer is. So maybe what I... And this is going to be our where. Do we have a where blend base? Yes, we do. Okay. So this is our where specular color. Alright, specular color. Well, actually, I'll call this where specular color. Diffuse color. Specular color. Blend So we're just gonna straight up add this. All right. Probably macro tiling. Where mask secondary layer? 0. Wonder if that's a on-off thing. Alright, well I'm just going to do a quick look, and I am not seeing that at all. So at the moment this looks like it's a unique thing. Okay, the only times that where mask secondary layer shows up is its value is 0. So I don't know what use it is. Alright, where blend base 2. Alright, 0.2. Alright. Well, it's... Alright, we need base color. We need specular. Probably metallic. I'm not seeing glossy in here, at least, so at least there's that. Base color, metallic, specular. I know I did some conversions. Did I just add them together to divide by 3? I might have. Alright, materials, functions, diffuse to specular. There we go. Specular color, diffuse color. So let's do the where bend blade. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to leave that at 0. Alright, we'll lerp base with the albedo based on that. And that should be able to go to there. You know what? We'll just do the same thing with metallic and specular. Actually, let's actually pull this forward, and we're going to have the base color just come right into diffuse. Oh, okay. Append vector. Nope. Okay. Alright, so now we'll basically do the same thing, but this time we're merging that with that. And the lerps will be controlled by this. So, diffuse, metallic, specular, diffused, metallic, specular, diffused, metallic, and specular. There we go. Maybe invert? Let's just play this ahead. Oh, actually, we need one more thing. Static switch parameter has second layer. False. If it's true, it's this. If it's false, just straight up that. Alright, I have no idea if that's going to work, but we can only hope. We can only hope. Alright, so now okay, where blend base 0.2 has second layer. Well, that looks like it worked to me. If I pump this up, oh yeah. So 0.2. Oh, hey, wow, that looks good. A little too bumpy, I think. We might, pull back a bit. But that looks like it's accurate. Let's switch this to the correct Yo, God, that works. Okay. It's got pretty nice specularity and everything. There's definitely going to be more tweaking, but that's still just fantastic. That just straight up worked. Alright, so probably the next thing I want to work on is this Atlas material, which will require us to create an Illume shader. Now, the Illume shader, for the most part, is going to be pretty simple. It's, I think we even have an Illume shader. Yeah, I have an Illume Decal Master. That's what I've been using for the decals. But if I actually open it up, it's somewhat complex, but not terrible. But basically, doing this is what's going to let us, in a more manageable state is what's going to let us, you know, do everything correctly. This, I think we're just going to delete straight up because, yeah, nothing's even using it. But that will also let us come in here, make an M Illum master. So, starting from scratch, basically. Why are you starting from scratch? You could save so much time doing it all. Yeah, I know I could, but then there's also, you know, other things I could do from scratch that would make things a lot easier. But I don't want to... I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the points. Okay? So... And I don't want to, you know, do things that are going to cause problems a little bit later down the line. As much of as I can, each individual thing at a time. Alright, so we need to create 3 of those and 1 of those. And they're all parameters. So this is going to be shininess. Yes, okay. And we're going to say 255. Now, as with all shininesses, we divide by 255 to bring this into a 1.0, or, you know, yeah, this brings us to the proper scale that we need. This diffuse color. Specular color. Now, I suppose I could put this third one in, but I have yet to see it be used, so I'm not going to if I don't have to. So these are our global parameters. So 1 parameters. One, 2, 4. No, 5. Why those numbers? Well, this is really the first parameter that I can, you know, make use of in this editor. Here's the second one, and then there's 1 and 2 more parameters, which makes this one number 5. So if at some point I add in those other parameters, I want to, you know, not screw things up. Okay. So there's a whole bunch more parameters that we have to add, and these are going to be public parameters. So let's just make a ton of them. We're also going to need 1, 2. And let's just convert to parameters. Alright, so let's go through this in order. This will be that one. And let me actually just quickly. 1, 2, 3. So this will be 3. 3 underscore public param. Alright, so this one will be 1. Yeah. And for right now, are there any other values that I'm seeing? No. I'm going to say 1. Because fall off is quite often used to indicate, okay, how much do you want to push the material on this? And yeah, I'm not quite sure what the edges are on this. Alright, so now we have material 2, blend fall off. which I think is just a number 5, and this will be number 2. And now we have one of our first ones over here. Blend layer 2 specular color. I don't know why that is 3rd, but it is. Wear dirt blend factor. That's 4. And I think it's just going to be 1 for the default. Right now I'm just looking at basic defaults. I don't care what the actual value in this particular material that I'm building is, because this is the global one. This is baseline. What's it got to be? All right, blend layer 2 tiling, which makes this 5. This one's 6. Now some of these I have no idea what they are. So I'm just going to blend mask tiling 1. I'm just going to add them until I find a reason not to. Alright, blend layer 2 diffuse color. And really both of these need to be 1, 1, 1. Now if only I could type 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, so this will be 8. Blend to layer glossiness. 255 is the default. 8. That makes this 9. And blend factor makes this 10. And I think that should be 1. Okay, so these are pretty much all of our variables that we're going to need. Just on, Justin Hammer. So there are actually more things we have to do. So far, at least in this one, we have to put in 7 texture maps. So texture object parameter text slot 1. Diffuse. And we'll label this, we'll put this as, this needs to be a 2 textures. And before I forget, let's find, we're actually going to use the ones that I'm looking at as the basics. That just makes things so much easier. Alright, we're going Atlas with this. So Drake Interior Atlas Wear Diff. Drake Interior Atlas A Wear Diff, right there. Copy, paste. Texture slot 2. These actually need to be O's. So O1, O2. This will be normal. Ooh. Yes, this is the normal. Now for this one, we're actually going to use this wear normal. Now we have 2A. And actually that needs to be 1. That needs to be 2. And now we will change this from normal to gloss, because this is going to be the gloss map. Now this will be 3, and then 3A. Second layer normal. Second layer gloss. No, this needs to be a grayscale with no sRGB. Alright, so here we're actually going to use the normal gloss, not the wear gloss. Ow, ow, ow. Apply and save. Gotta save a lot. Why? The game demands it. No, it's, you know, to keep us from having to do stuff over again. Alright, so let's see. 2, 3. I'm going to label that one 3, 2. Hopefully they just work if I just, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So the description for this one is specular. And Atlas A wear spec. We're getting close to having all the variables we need. Alright, so now we actually need to jump up to texture slot 9. Texture slot 9 is going to be second layer diffuse. Second layer diffuse. Sort priority 9. And this one's just going to be Drake. Yep. Standard blend. Alright, second layer spec for number 10. And I think it's just straight up spec. Atlas spec? Yes, it is. Copy, paste. Slot 12. Blend map. And here we need blend diffuse. Is this a color map? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it should be a masks map. Or a grayscale. Well, let's go grayscale. Alright, here we are. These are all the parameters we need to create this material. At least that we're going to get from, you know, from Crytek. Okay, so with this, probably one of the best things to do is start kind of breaking things up into first layer and second layer. So I know that that's all first layer stuff. That's first layer. Okay, we're not going to need that. We are going to need these, which I am going to actually increase to ones. Alright, the shininess is kind of a global thing, but at the same time, we'll just pull it back here for right now. Where blend layer 2 tiling. Is there anything for tiling other than the blend mask tiling? So that will come here with this guy. Blend layer 2 tiling. Now, AlphaGlow Cutoff, I have yet to really see something for that. Blend factor. You know, I think... yeah, that's going to be tiling for that. This is going to be how much of this we use, I guess. And if I remember correctly, blend factor is actually a 16 based system. So divided by 16, and this will actually bring us the correct, value we need. So now it's a matter of assembling all of this. Assemble! So I think probably the easiest way to do this would actually be to create a material. Make material attributes. Here we are. Alright, and my functions. We're going to need the diffuse gloss tift AMR2. So I'm not seeing anything that I would instinctively say is a tiling factor, so I'm going to assume tiling is just going to be 1.0, just default for these guys, 1.0 if you will. So texture chords, make some textures here. Alright, plug that in, plug that in. And if we come up and it turns out we need to do something different to make the UVs, change, we can do that later. So let's get these all plugged in. Alright, diffuse, specular, Now, for shininess, I think that I think it's an either or a multiplier. I think it's a multiplier. At least I choose to believe it's a multiplier, so... Now here we can just plug all this straight in. I don't think I'm going to need opacity, but I might. So I'm going to leave that out for right now. Alright, let's use material attributes since that will be the easiest way to do testing. Also, you know, merging everything. There it is. That looks wonderful. Alright, let's save this. Come here to these guys. Oh, Buccaneer! Why hast thou forsaken me? I didn't forsake you, bitch. 'Cause I'm broke. All right. Definitely saw some changes there. Alright, let's do unlit. That seems to increase our... Why is that just floating? Oh, that's right, the chair. Give him the comfy chair! Okay. Go back to default. Let's see what we still have. Oh, okay. Alright, so this red is effectively being these guys. Yep. Now there's still more that we have to do with this material, but you know, let's start with the basic one. Normals. Normal views. Apply and save. Yeah, that looks better. All right. So now the question is, what do I do with these guys? I suppose what I could do is I could just come out here. Do an append. And then multiply. And plug that in. But that won't work with everything. Because, well, you know, in this first pass, yeah, it's going to work just fine for all of this. When we hit apply, and then come over here to Atlas, now we have a specular color, that's fine, but the fuse color, that's actually going to be a problem, because look, that made that darker, that made that darker, and now the whole thing is kind of tinted brown. Now maybe that's what we want, I'm not certain. Let's take a look. Well, things definitely look a little bit more tinted brown. But, you know, it still looks like a fire extinguisher, so. Nice part is, with building this Illume shader, we'll actually be getting a lot of other work done. So we can just, you know, pop some of these other illuminated textures in. Okay. Alright, so looks like we're actually okay with that. So for the moment, we'll just say that that's that. Well, that's that. Now, the question is, do any of our settings affect this? Maybe alpha glow cutoff, but I'm not certain where that would go. That's layer 2, that's layer 2. Where dirt blend factor? Maybe. Wait, why do we have 2 of them? Oh, no, this is fall off, not factor. Okay. Alright, so let's copy all that, paste it down over here. This will be where layer 2 is. So let's actually swap these around. All right. Plug that in. Plug that in. Plug that in. And plug that in. Now I can remove those. Now here is where I need to start doing some actual paying attention of things. Because we actually do need layer 2 tiling. And layer 2 glossiness. So layer 2 glossiness, we just plug that straight in. Because that doesn't have to be shininess anymore. That has to be glossiness. Now this needs to be a factor of 1. Why? Because we're doing this. Boop. And now we can scale this up. Now let's actually do a preview. So now we're actually seeing what we're really working on. So what was their tiling? 1. Perfect. All right. So where dirt blend fall off and where dirt factor. I don't know where the dirt comes from. So for right now, I'm going to kind of pull this up over here. So now we have our layer 1 and then we have layer 2. So now we need to blend them together. So, material blend. No. Blend material. Alright, base material. Top material. Stop previewing. And now we're going to push this forward, bring up the blends and everything. Alright, blend factor. That's going to play a role later. Blend fall off. That will play a role fairly soon. Oop. Blend mask tiling. I think that's what I want. Yes. So, we'll just add a tile there, do a multiply. And there we go. Okay, so power, which is the closest we can get to processing fall off. And now we do the factor. I still don't know about these. I'm not seeing anything that would cause me concern. We plug that in, and now we plug this in. And now we should have our superior material. Let's save and bring up Atlas. Alright. So we've got a lot more textures to worry about. But the parameters are fine. Those are fine. And now let's work on these. Just make sure they're all at blend. Okay, so did I just not... Okay, yeah, blend fall off. That's half. And I definitely saw a change there. So, yeah. So 0.5. Specular color is fine. Where dirt blend mask. Layer 2 tiling is 1. Alpha glow cutoff. Mask tiling is 1. Yep. Okay. 2.8. There we go. And let me just confirm. Yeah, that's definitely that. Okay. 2.8. Save. And close that. And let's take a look. Alright, that looks right to me. Jeez. This is coming together. Okay, so now we have a good Illum shader. I don't know if it's going to be perfect. And we might have to expand it and work on it, and we might finally figure out what, where dirt blend factor and all that is for, but but at least it's looking close. So, all right. So, okay, now we have Atlas done. I've done those. Trim. Where is the trim? There you are. Alright, Illume Master. Okay, so already I can see I need to come back here and make some changes. So we need a static switch parameter. Has second layer. And I'll put this in 0 underscore options. Okay. Displacement? All right. This will be slot 8. Displacement. Parallax occlusion mapping. All right. Static switch parameter has displacement. Did I put a Y in there? I put a Y in there. How can you tell? I know. So I need a displacement map. In this case, ships, Drake textures, trims, horizon, trim a displacement. All right. Palm displacement. You know what? I could probably lift a lot of this just from my other setup. .025. That's basically my default, at least for CryEngine. Was it multiply or divide? Divide. And that goes into height ratio. Let's grab palm steps. Now I don't have to worry about palm steps for what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is almost exclusively for cinematics. So I don't mind if it takes a, has to crunch a little more. What matters is the quality. Okay. So has displacement needs to be in options. I'll make that number 2. That's fine, that's fine. It's all fine. That's fine. All right. And specular. What are you having a problem with? Ah, the gloss map. No. Horizontal trim a spec. Yeah, that needs to be color. No. That needs to be grayscale. Linear grayscale. That needs to be color. So I'm wondering, is there a display? There is. Slot 11 is displacement for the second layer. So oh wait. Copy. Paste. And this needs to be has layer 2 displacement. I'll make that option 3. So there's a lot of options that go into this particular one. Now, instead of reading 11, this needs to, or 8, it needs to read 11. Layer 2 displacement. Or am I saying like second layer? Second layer displacement. Second layer displacement. There we go. Consistency. It's the key. Alright, there's definitely more layers more options on this next one that we're going to... Well, not this next one, but... I was jumping ahead just a little bit. Alright. Horizontal spec. Alright. Color. 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 No, that's all right. Ba-bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, did I put the wrong ones in the wrong... Yeah, I did. Gloss map. There we go. Well, that looks perfect. What was the shininess for this? 255. Diffuse is perfect. Specular color. Ha 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 ha. So apparently it's too shiny. Yeah, it looks better. Alright. Palm displacement. AlphaGo cutoff. Self shadow strength. Ooh, height bias. I don't think I've done height bias yet. Use world coordinates, shadow steps, shadow penumbra, render shadow, occlusion mapping, static bool, true. Light vector. Shadow penumbra defines how hard or soft the shadows are. Self shadow strength. No. Light steps. How many steps to use for shadow? Manual texture size. Default. The relative point from which the parallax will be applied. When 1 is higher, all parallax will be downwards. When 0, all parallax will be upwards. So that kind of feels like the bias. So let's actually give that a shot. See what happens. So... convert to parameter, height bias. Oh, all right. Where to diffuse color? Uh, 0 to 1. Or no? Wouldn't that make reference plane 1.0? So we can make this like 2. So 2 to 0. That will be basically our range. I don't know if there's anything higher than that. Alright, blend layer Glossiness 2. This is a public parameter. Blend layer to glossiness is 9. So that makes this 10. which actually makes that 11. All right, so let's just try plugging that in directly. Apply, save. We may have to make adjustments. All right. Alright, so for this particular one, we're looking at a height bias of 0.88. Okay. Unlit. I have no idea where this this is used. Okay. That answers that question. Okay. I'm not seeing it at all. Ooh, 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 ooh. No. So what uses it? Parameters. Okay. So now I have to know. Ah, okay. So it looks like, yeah, right there. That's where it's used. Also a little bit in here. Yeah. Because if you look at this, this is showing just where this trim is. You can see it in there. Oh, okay. Okay, so if we go to the back here, it's being covered up by whatever the hell this thruster thing is. Or is it? Is it right here? Yeah, I think it's right here. Okay, so it's actually right in there. Gotcha! So if we light up, of course we're not going to see it. It's too dark. But if we come up front, we actually have a pretty good view of it. So yeah, that's looking good. Now, with this height bias, is there a second level height bias? I don't think so. So we might just be able to just straight up copy this down. Alright, so we're done with trim. So now we need to go to pipes. Alright, just so I know what I'm looking at. Okay, so most of the pipes are in here. I'm going to put a light in here just so we have a better view of what's going on. Or not? There we are. Alright, there we go. So now we'll have a good little view as we build this material. We'll see what's going on. So. So, first of all, pipes are the Illume shader. So Illume Master. Already looks great, even though it's the wrong textures. Alright. Trim. Pipes. Alright. Diffuse and Specular are that. Shininess is that. This is a 3 material thing. So, pipe ducting a diff. This guy. And now the normal. And then finally the specular, correct? Yep. And that should be it. Although I'm wondering why it's not red. There's only one public parameter in this, and that's the alpha glow cutoff, which we never use. So, I guess that's all the cabling done. It actually looks really good. So I gotta figure out what's going on here. It's like the cables aren't far enough forward or something. But, you know, for a background shot, that'll be fine. Lake backseat. Alright, so now we're up to engine. Now, engine is one of these ones that has been, you know, poking its head around me for a bit. We'll start with the Illume Master, as it should be. The Illume Master! Alright, so I do want to see what the engine mesh entails. So, let's load up the static mesh, find engine. There we are. Isolate. Oh, just that, huh? Oh yeah, I kind of see that. Okay, so it's the stuff in there. Gotcha. Looked like there was like a little bit more. Yeah, there's more back here. There it is. There's engine. What is this, though? Glow link. Okay, placeholders. Rubber grip. Buttons. Livery. Raw metal. Nope. Internal structure. Internal DOM. Or POM. Alpha glow. Glow. No. Glass frosted. I do need to sit down and redo the a whole bunch of stuff. Especially the... Ah! Okay, so that's internal palms, huh? Well, for right now... Alright, didn't I have something for this? I think I did. Ah, Proxy Master. That was it. That just hides things. So that should cause a lot less problems. And we can actually see some of the work we're doing. Let's see. Yeah, let's come up here. This kind of looks good. All right, so now this one does have second layer, and it does have displacement, and it does have second layer displacement. This has the most textures of any material that we've made, at least for this ship. So let's just start loading up here. Yeah, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so there's a fix. Yeah. Didn't notice it earlier. Notice it this time. Save the package. Save the package. Save the girls. Alright. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Drake. Textures. Exterior. Alright. Engine detail. DNLA. Alright, that is actually need to be grayscale. Alright. Detail diff. Alright, and let's see. Oh, no, wait. I did this wrong. We need detail DNLA for for the second layer. And then that. But we need the engine wear detail for level 2. Alright, grayscale that. And this one is still sRGB, so undo that. Wait, you're saying this is... Okay, no, that's a normal map. What about that one? That's a normal map. What you talking about, Willis? Oh, gloss map. Okay, no, that one's fine. And that one's fine. Exterior engine detail DNLA gloss map. Oh. I think it's over here. Yep. Linear grayscale. And linear grayscale. Let's make sure this is wrap. 'Cause sometimes that's an issue. Error on property roughness. How am I doing it up here? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to put this off to my other screen, just so I can be working on this and fixing it. Well, first of all, this needs to be a grayscale. Save. There we go. Okay. No errors now. Okay, so moving on. Texture slot 4. Exterior. Engine Wear Specular. And now, engine detail displacement. Oop, no, there we go. Yeah, it is the same displacement for both of them, so that works out for me. All right, layer 2. Layer 2, fight. Engine detail diff. Literally the same one, huh? Okay. I guess we're really making it look the same. Detail specular. Oh, you know what? That's wear spec. That's just engine spec. Okay, so there is a difference. But it is the same diffuse color. And now for the blend. Engine detail blend. Boom. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, you know what? I just realized. We're not done. I thought we were, but no. Oh, yeah, that's good. Alright, so the diffuse color. And the specular color. It actually has a specular color. Nice. Alright, there's that. It's looking pretty good. Alright, blend fall off. Oh, that's a lot of 9s. Alright, palm displacement's accurate, but its position is not. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is actually 6. 7, 8, 9, shadows 10, blend layer 2 glossiness is 11. Height bias is 12. And finally, blend factor 13. Apply. Save. Alright, so blend layer 2 tiling is 1. Palm displacement, yep. Alpha blend mask, that's right. Blend diffuse color, here we go. It's just getting darker and darker and harder to see. Blend layer 2 glossiness is 255. Height bias is 1. Blend factor is 9.3. Save. Alright, that's our engine. Hard as hell to see. But you know what? We got some really nice stuff in here. Alright, I got a question. Visual effects, reflective box. Drop one right here. Good enough. Alright, build reflective captures. Okay, so I don't want to work on a glass Pbr shader right now. I'm just there's just too much I don't know about it. I feel like it's going to be awful for me. Oh, yeah, getting a little bit of stuff in there. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of work on glass, but there's definitely more that has to be done for it. So we're going to skip all the glass. I have a glow here that's also an Illume. Drake Glows Alpha. Oh, gosh. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I've got 2 of them here. And one of them actually uses opacity. Okay. And they're both Illumes! Yay! I don't know. I think for this I might actually create a new one called Illume Glow. Hmm. Ooh, what's this? That's glass. Alright. Alright, so I think I'm going to bypass glow for a moment. We'll come back to it. Alright, we got great here. Oh, that's actually not in here. Okay. How about livery? Oh, we got internal palms. Oh, that's a little loop. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we could do the internal palms. Or the internal structure. Or the painted metal black, which we started with. Glass interior. Livery. Here we are. Oh, it's a mesh decal. I think I actually have a mesh decal. We actually need one that is. So this is a new thing. Yeah. What's using this? Alright, a number of ones are using that. Alright. I'm going to delete that. I have a glow master. 5 references in memory. Alright, let's not do that. So, M underscore mesh decal master. So, what do we need for this? Well, we need diffuse color. We need a specular color. We need shininess. Alpha test, which is actually going to be right here, which means this is more than likely translucent or, you know, probably better masked. Tint palette decal. Stencil map. That's going to be new. Alright, so we need texture object parameter. Text slot 7. And I think this is just going to be masks. Yeah, we're going to say this is a mask. Actually, All right, I gotta go dig in a little bit. Bum 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 bum. All right, data. Probably under library with my luck. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's bring this in with you guys. So we are looking entity archetypes, maybe. Well, let's check prefabs real quick. No, I don't think this is going to do it. Alright, so data. Library. Foundry. Records. Do they have anything like library? No. Alright, we got the tint palettes here. Layer blends. Generics. Brand specific. Drake. Buccaneer default. That gives me some information, but not what I want. I think this is like the default stuff. And what I am looking for specifically, while that is something, you know, I need. Oh look, here's the IEA. We can actually set up, create our own best in show, you know, version of the Buccaneer if we needed to. And here we can, you know, just, you know, grab any one of these, and we can plug these in if we need to. But no, what we're looking for might be under entities. Spaceships. Alright, Drake, Caterpillar, Buccaneer. Here we are. Let's look at the Outlaws and compare that to just the straight up Buccaneer. So there should be something here about livery. And that's basically what we're looking for, is we're looking for the livery. Okay, we got the local grids. Cockpit Socal Pack. A vehicle voxel. Neat. A lot of interesting things here. Hard points. Nothing with live in it. So this probably doesn't have what we want. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of entity effects and stuff. Atmospheric components. A lot of stuff that we might need at some point, but not right now. Alright, and in comparison to this... Nope. Not there either. Well, that was EA, early access, I guess. Civilian, criminal. Alright, implementation, yes, yes. Vehicle role. Vehicle components, referencing all of these documents. Alright, we're going to push that off to the side, come back here. Well, let's just look. Let's take a quick look. Spaceships. Ships. Drake. Buccaneer. Buccaneer Pirate. Here we are. Engine, glow, great. Palm, internals. Glass livery. Okay. So here we are with the livery. This is a different shader. It's overriding the shader. To say text slot 1. Okay. So if I look at this, they have a shader of mesh decal, and when they spawn in the Buccaneer they want, they just override this livery material with a completely different shader. And here they just go, yeah, we're just going to use an illumination shader. It's just going to be simple. It's going to have a little bit of shininess. We got an alpha test here. It's going to be 100% opacity. And, yeah, we're going to take the texture slot 1 and just give it a pirate decal. Meanwhile, if you look at this guy, they have a tint palette decal in slot 7. And then some sort of blend mask that's being used to wipe away the grunge. So file tint palette decal, huh? Oh, this is the default 60, basically 59 each. That's an interesting little bit of knowledge. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to open that back up. We're going to come in here, and we're going to add that to our Buccaneer palettes. Insert new row. Insert new row above. Insert new row above. Remove that one. No tint. Default. Player buck and year. All right, it's just player buck. Okay, so add 3. Because that's what you need. Okay, so glossiness. So first we're doing no tint. Yes, okay. 255. That's all accurate. Yep. Perfect. No tint's done. Alright. And now, let's see, all that's accurate. Good. Glossiness, 255. 255, 259. That's perfect. And then these ones actually change. Tint color, instead of being 255, is now 112. And the specularity is going to be the same. So I don't need to worry about specular color. And then in this one, it's actually down to 21. So this is the default. So when I want to make a new Buccaneer setup, close that, close that, close that. So now what I can do is I can actually come here and go no tint. Default tints. Player Buccaneer. And then my test Buccaneer color. Although I'm a little disappointed that they're not in the proper order. But, you know, that's not bad. Yeah, it should be no tint, default, and then player buck. Yeah, no tint. Save. But still, this isn't bad for, you know, checking stuff. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do for the livery, at least for right now, is I'm just going to make it disappear. Just there. Gone. Mostly it was that. Alright, save all. Yeah, it's exported CSV. That's not the right directory. Alright, there we go. Exported. Which means now I can edit this manually. But I can... Ooh, they have a debug. It looks remarkably the same to mine. You know what? Let's do this. Let's actually implement that. Yeah. Open folder. There we are. Drake Buccaneer. Edit. No tint, default, and now debug A. So I had test. We'll call this debug A now. All right. RGB, all right. Specular colors are going to be the same for all of them. That's fine. Glossiness is 255s on all of them. That's fine. Second one is, yep, G. Third one, B. Good. Specular color. Okay, now, here's where things change up. Glass color. 255, 255, 255. Followed by decal color red, which is going to be, here, let's kind of zoom in. Okay, glass colored, now decal color, 243, 11, 243, 0, 255, 238, 254, 228, and 0. So we're actually going to grab that, pull it up, and no tint, I think we're actually going to put this at the top. So it'll be debug A, actually no, no tint, then debug A, then default, and then player Buccaneer, which the more I'm looking at it, that is not how you spell it. That's better. Okay, open this, re-import from Drake Buccaneer, no tint, debug A, default player Buccaneer. Perfect. Default, debug A. Yeah, this is exactly what I had. Except now that, you know, this also does the others, so. No tint should be the first one. Oh well. Nice part is we can just copy and paste to those early values into all the others. So we have tint palettes. We have, let's actually rename this, Drake Buccaneer palettes. But you know, we can also then come over here, copy, paste, and we'll have Drake Cutlass. Import as data table. Choose data tape row type. Palette entry. And I know that's spelled wrong. Vehicle palette? That's probably it. Drake Cutlass. And yeah, we can actually just kind of cut these down to Drake Buccaneer, Drake Cutlass. So here we actually have player Buccaneer. We should probably rename that to player ship, or ship default. That's actually better. Ship default. So I'm actually going to rename that in the files here. Good. So now what we can do is actually come here to the Drake Cutlass. We can, swap that over here. We have ship defaults. But we can, swap these out wherever we want. And let's see, let's re-import. There you go, ship default. And we come over here, we can actually set this up to use the Drake Cutlass and ship default. Not that that's going to make a difference, because we don't have the right settings in the defaults, and we don't have the right settings, and this isn't set up to work that way, period. It doesn't have the right values in the Cutlass. So why don't we? Brand, Drake, Cutlass, black, default. Yeah, maybe we should just do that. Just call it that. I mean, that's just going to be an easy one to do. No, that's not right. Yeah, I kind of think I want to actually re-export these as JSONs. Because JSON might be a little bit easier to work with rather than a... Oh, God, yes. So, we went from something that looks like this, just a bunch of very hard to read text, to something that looks like this. Easily readable. Easily expandable. So, this is the Cutlass. I'm going to shrink this a bit. Okay, default, ship default. So we actually want to start renaming these. What do we rename them? We are renaming them with this. All right, Drake Cutlass black default. And if I open that up, move that to the other view. So, glossiness is 222. Be nice if I just copy and paste all these values over really quickly. But, nope. Alright, it's just 64 across the board. Gotcha. There's that. Entry B is 46 and 59. Entry C is 128, 130, 130. So just a tiny bit of red in there. And then 59, 59. Glass color is white. Decal colors are white. Wait, what? No. Such beautiful music. Alright, there we go. So, that is the Drake Cutlass Black default. Now, with the Cutlass Black, we can add some others. But, you know, it's nice to get the Drake Buccaneer default, actually, the proper name. So rather than ship default, we use that. And I just want to double check these settings. Yep, looks all good. So now I can actually come in here and we can look at red and blue. So let's start with red. All right, 229, 88, 24, 12, 59 across the board. All right, 186. 37. 39, 43, 59's perfect. Entry C, 165 and 59. Everything else is fine, perfect. Duplicate. Blue. To 17, 18, 26, 42. 59 is perfect. 217. They're all 217s, okay. Alright, 77, 79, 83. And the last one's going to be 150. All right. With 59s and 1s across the board. Perfect. Perfect. Yatta. All right, so that's all the Cutlasses, but except for this one. The Cutlass Black Halloween Special. $189, 15, 61, 104, 46, 101, 101, 1.28 gigawatts. All right, 59 there. Then 255. All right, 49, 83, 39. And now, last color. 104, 142, and 68. Everything else is perfectly fine. All right. So our Cutlasses have now been updated. Import. Won't let me. Oh, data table details. There we are. Now if I say that. Okay, now let me do that. Alright. Drake Cutlass JSON. There we go. Strip from client builds. No. No, that's all good. So there's all the drakes now. Click, close that, open up this, X that out, re-import, choose the JSON file, save, and that has the proper name now. Good. So it's alphabetical. They're listing it alphabetically. Okay. In that case, 0 underscore 1 underscore and 2 underscore. Or I could just do underscore. Just so long as they start. No, I want... It must be in order. And I messed it up! No tint, debug, default, Drake Buccaneer default. I don't mind if the rest are alphabetical. That's fine. So let's export as JSON. Yes, overwrite. Now I'm going to delete these CVS. Because quite frankly, I'm not happy with them. Alright, 0 underscore 1 underscore and 2 underscore. No tint, debug, default, Cutlass black, default, Halloween, blue, and red. Perfect. I'm going to put that at debug for right now. And the reason for this is because I made a lot of changes to the material setup where in the Buccaneer that we're going to have to transfer over to the Cutlass. And I don't know how much of this is going to transfer over to the original Cutlass you see back here. But still, our Buccaneer is looking really good. Even if it's not as shiny as it should be. It's still getting there. So we're definitely making good progress. Better than I felt like, you know, getting right here. I'm like, I'm doing everything right. What's wrong? Why isn't it getting colored? It's because we weren't tinting like this guy. And now we have a dynamic system, so we can actually specify what tints we're going to use. Hold on, just got a couple of things. Okay. Yeah, I just got a couple of messages, and I just got to quickly check them out. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Oh. Ah. Oh, it's already 10:30? Huh, okay. Oh. Still, we've made good progress. Alright, so, okay, what's next? Alright, well, we got buttons, the glows, internal structures, placeholder GUI, raw metal B tertiary, and rubber grip. I'll be honest, I don't recall those showing up in my Buccaneer here. Ah, right there. Just hadn't gotten there yet. Alright, let me close all these others. Alright, so yeah, that's just hard surface. Alright, so raw metal B tertiary. Swap that up for hard model. Hard surface. Which I should probably rename hard surface master. Alright, so shininess of 18. Wow, this is gonna be dull. Alright. Okay, there we go. I feel like that's not shiny enough. I feel like that's not shiny enough. But, you know, these are what these are what the settings are. Alright, so we need vehicles, manufacturer, Drake, Buccaneer, painted metal A. Yep, that one. Hey, look, it's this guy. I had a feeling. Not sure what the metal grip is, but, you know. Alright, so that's done. Wear blend base, that's accurate, good. No. Layer options, here we are. Color tint, wear tint. Gloss multiplier is 1, and UV tiling is 1. The palette tint for this is 3. Alright, that's alright. And now for this. Painted metal wear. Alright. I can hide that. Dirt color. Alright. There's our dirt. Dirty, dirty boy! Tint color. Wear tint is white. Tint color. Gloss multiplier. UV tiling. Haven't really found a need to change anything for that. Alright, so tint, primary, secondary, save. Okay, so now I need to select this and change that. And there we go. All right. I think we're almost there. We still have to get some elements in here, like the engines. I suppose I could, get some of these internal items in here, but yeah. I'm just really happy that we're almost there. We're basically there. I can rename this now. And this. Let's fix up redirectors. Save all. Okay. Rubber grip, internal structure. Painted metal black, internal structure. Yeah, we can do that real quick, I guess. Illume. Although I am curious. Okay. So yeah, we're not going to see this. So I'm okay skipping that. I mean, look at that. Only if we have to blow this up, and we don't right now. So I don't really have to do this, but it's going to bug me if I don't. Alright, so this is... yeah, basic. Okay, gotcha. Perfect diffuse, perfect... yeah. Shininess is 255. No displacement, no second layer. So let's just get these textures in. And then we'll be done. Alright, we need to go to Ship Drake Textures Damage. Internal Structure. Oh, there's internal structure. The DNLA. There we go. Main feed. So if we kind of jump in here. Well, yeah, right there. There's some of it. There's going to be more here in the wings somewhere. Oh, literally in the wings. Yeah, let me go unlit, then we'll actually see. Yeah. There, we can see it right here. I suppose we could quickly do the internal palm too. Internal palm is also an Illume map. So let me set that up. Illume. Okay, yeah, you can almost... yeah, that's it. So basically... ah, here we are. Here's a perfect example. Alright, so internal palm. Has display, does not have a oh, no, wait. Okay. Yeah, okay, there. Gotta select the right thing. My hubris! Alright, let's make sure we get our values up here right. Alright, we're good. Easy! Internal palm diff. Internal palm displacement. The gloss map. The normal map. And the specular map. So this is how it should look. Yep. A lot of details you don't really get to. Alright, buttons. Ah. Okay, so it looks like the rest is pretty much all in here. So let's start with this well, we'll start with the RTT HUD, I think. So first of all, I don't think we're going to need this, so proxy this bitch. And RTT screens, we're not going to need this until we can actually get the screens in here, so also proxied. Or maybe not. Yeah. No, okay, RTT screens are coming back. I think I created a HUD. Bum, bum, bum. There. Now we have screens, but they're off. Actually, I kind of feel like that's not right. Ah, display screen master. There we go. Okay, so we're done there. Let's go here. Because now we need Drake Interior. Because that's where a lot of these other ones are coming from. So, we got Proxy, we got Screens, Painted Metal A, which we're going to ignore basically anything that we've already done before. We're looking for things that are different and unique. Yeah, that, or we need to set up a new, oh god, we need to set up a new one. Damn it. Because look at this. Drake Interior Atlas wear. Well, all the Atlas is currently, hooked up to the outside Atlas. So, at least I think so. Or is Atlas only done... Alright, this has got me curious now. No, there is clearly an interior and exterior Atlas. Fuck. This is why I don't like things that have the same names. But, not much I can do about that. Alright, are those inside or outside? I mean, yeah, look at this. This is everything with the name Atlas. We got a lot of stuff on the outside. But, that we also have stuff on the inside that, would also have Atlas as a part of it. And I'm wondering, is this metal stuff inside or outside? Probably outside. Alright. Which means back to Blender I go. Alright, okay, this shouldn't be too hard. I just have to find my my Buccaneer. And let's see. Nope, not there. Alright, Star Citizen. The cinema. Spaceships, seats. Alright, here we are. Dun 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 dun. Drake cockpit. Here we go. Yep, that'll be it. Atlas interior. Probably all of these need to be interior. Yeah, these all have to be interior. So these all have to be something unique. Underscore interior. Atlas underscore interior. Glass frosted, glow alpha, rubber grip, placeholder GUI. Those are all pretty much unique, but they are also limited to just the interior. All right. Glow alpha link, glow alpha link, glow alpha link, glow alpha link. All right. Hardpoint dashboard pilot. Painted metal A interior, painted metal B interior, painted metals A interior, Atlas interior, Diff decal interior, Palm decal interior, trim interior, buttons. I don't have any other buttons. Well, alpha, placeholder, real-time canopies, yeah. That's all good to me. Canopy toggle. Okay. Decouple, engine switch, exterior switch, headlight switch, IFC switch, interior light switch, joystick. I had a feeling. So it looks like I just didn't, spend enough time on some of these items, getting them properly aligned. So that's what all this is. There are pedals and stuff. Alright, Atlas interior, Palm interior, Diff decal. Atlas interior, Palm decal interior. So there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be put in the right spots, and I'm not entirely certain where that is. But it would explain why there's a lot of stuff just kind of in the middle, and I have no clue why. Although, where are these cables going? I mean, shouldn't they be connected to this, I guess? Okay, this is probably too far forward or back. Yeah, lots to kind of do in here. Let's save so I don't, lose stuff. MDF screens. I suppose at some point I should work on getting these screens to work, for that it would be better if I, put one up, gave them all separate names, but at the same time, kind of feel like it might be easier on me to just, better performant, I should say, to have a single one, and then find another way of controlling it. Where's 1 and 2 coming from? It's probably because I did a lot of importing and haven't updated certain things. All right. The interior. This unfortunately means there's a lot more work to do before I can say it's done. But, yeah, that's okay too. Alright. Okay. Hardpoint land. There's a lot of. Controller flight. Controller door. Hardpoint dashboard pilot. Canopy toggle. Controls. Couple switch, pilot seat. I feel like some of these aren't put in correctly. Let's file save this. And now let's do an import. Spaceships! Local grid. Let's do the interior cockpit. Without inverse transform. There we go. Alright, if I remove that, alright, let's undo all this. Okay. Well, that all looks like it's in the right spot. Alright, so Buccaneer dash geode. Canopy toggles. Decouple switch. Pilot seat. Kind of feel like all of this, like all of it, Well, maybe not all that. But all of this, certainly, was just replaced with this. Okay, that looks way better. Yeah, it actually looks like a real cockpit now. Select hierarchy. Smooth. Copy to selected. Smooth. And copy to selected. 45. Copy to selected. Yeah, that looks better. Select objects. Select hierarchy. Alright, let's come in here and check on these. Look at all these. Got atlases. Huh? Select linked. Okay, so we're looking at that. So, landing gear. What about all these? It's all landing gear as far as the eye can see. Except for, you know, whatever geometry that is. Buccaneer cockpit geode, huh? What about landing gear? I'm guessing that, you know, I'm looking at this. Great. That was in the exterior, wasn't it? Yeah, right there. Great. So, all I'm going to assume is that these use the same as the yeah, I'm just going to assume they use the same ones. Alright. Alright, let's save. We're going to close this and reopen it, because that gets rid of all the duplicates in terms of materials. Oh, no, we still got ones here. Select linked, huh? There we go. I knew there was something missing. Alright, painted metal A interior. B interior. Raw. We're just switching all these up for the interior model. At least where there is an interior model. Okay, there's that. Let's save, new, reopen. Atlas 4. Buttons 2. Button was 1. Alright, file save. So buttons 2. We can pretty much just swap that. So let's go Blender file, materials, buttons 2. Remap users, the buttons. Undo, undo. There we go. Remap users to buttons. And there's a couple of other ones here. Glass interior, I guess. Let's select link just so I can get an idea of... Ah, there's something down here. Alright. Well, then that uses just regular glass interior. What about this one? Alright, no, those both use, Alright. Glass interior. And glass interior. Remap this to glow. Glow alpha. Internal palm. internal structure. This is one of those things that's just, it's really boring to do, but it just saves so much time and energy, especially on the other side. The livery. The livery! Remap to no collide. Alright, this remaps to that. Save. New. Recent. And here I actually have a better idea of what's going on now. Alright, so engines, they've got to be remapped. So select that. Alright, that one's fine. Select that. That one's good. Select that. Oh, that one needs to be remapped to Decal interior. But these other two can just be remapped to Diff Decal. I have a feeling that's what's going to be. Is 1 and 2 is going to be remapped to the exterior, and 4 is going to be remapped to the interior. Yep. Yep. Alright, remap to painted exterior. Painted metal A? Yes. There's that. Painted metal black. Painted metal C. Interior. And now remap these to painted metal C. I don't know if pipes are interior or exterior. Well, these are exterior pipes. Okay, so no, these are all fine. There's sometimes I have to question. And it's good to question. Such nice music. Raw metal A. Interiors! Infinity! Raw metal A, huh? Okay, raw metal B. There's only 2 of those. Alright. Oh. Oh. Alright. To the screens. To the shield proxy. Remap you to the trim interior. Remap you to the trim exteriors. And that should be it. Let's go new. Open recent. 41 materials with no duplicates. Perfect. All right. So there's still some positioning stuff to do. You know, mostly with the legs. But, you know, we can probably do a better export now. And we'll just attach things like, you know, engines and all that in the, well, in the engine. But already this just looks way better. So, with that selected, Blender to Blueprint. Alright, and object space, Drake Buccaneer. Drake, Buck, and Near. And it's actually going to be imported into meshes. Save that. Save that. Alright, export. FBX. Selected objects. Well. Landing gear front skin. Export. Rear skin. Select hierarchy. Export selected objects to static. Okay. So, bum, 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 bum. Spaceships, ships, straight, Buccaneer. Alright, so let's make sure I save everything. Re-import. Okay. Reset to FBX. All right. You know, not sure I'm happy with that import. Okay, there we go. So now that's giving me the actual names over here that I need. Internal structure, painted metal, interior A. So we gotta make some new materials here. But let's also make sure that we have all the right ones in here. Metal B, metal A, metal B, Atlas, decal, palm decal, trim, glass exterior, glass frosted. There we go. Glow alpha, painted metal black, glass interior, painted metal A, pipes, internal palm, internal structure, and now we're into new ones. So that needs to be reset. That needs to be reset. Buttons, rubber grip, placeholder, glow link alpha, RTT screens, RTT HUD, painted metal C. Yep, that's all good. So I have now reset all the materials that are not already a part of this. And we can see that those are doing pretty good, but we definitely have to get the engines in there. And if we come over here, we can see the whole interior needs to be redecorated, but at least there's not this weird collection of stuff, and we actually have what looks like a real, console. And everything's set properly. So that's the good news. All right. Got some shadows. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So there's definitely. Okay. Am I seeing those in the... Ah, yes I am. I am seeing those in the model. What are those? I'm willing to bet that that's like a... Ah, here they are. Decal interior. So, oh, okay, I see. I'm looking at it. These are decals that go on the seat that I need to put in here. And while we're here, let's actually, let's see. What was it? Buccaneer landing gear front skin and rear skin. No input mesh. What? Oh. There we are. Select hierarchy. Export. FBX. And this is the... Dun, dun, dun. Gear front skin. Select hierarchy. Landing gear rear skin. So that should make it that these work now. Yeah, that's all good. And this time I'm actually going to go with hard surface. Actually, no, let's go Loom. Oh, it looks like they came in just fine. Yeah, they came in just fine. Yeah, they came in just fine. They connected up with all the materials properly. So we have landing gear. Nice. And it's technically animatable. So let's save all this. So now, one of the things we can do is... Oh, there's a hole there. Okay. Why does this not look right? No, it's... It's going okay. Unless some of these materials got... No, that's still a hard surface. Oh, what's this? Yeah, there we go. That's fixing it up. Okay, so we need to create some material instances. Atlas interior. Illume master.
Illume master.
All right. Perfect. All right. All right, save. Just to save everything, make sure I don't lose anything. All right. All right. It looks like everything. Alright, so now we've got the interiors to do. Yay! Good news is we've done a lot of the material work, so we shouldn't have too much to do. Alright, painted metal A. So, painted metal A interior. Shader Illume. Perfect. Oh! This is going to actually bring a new aspect to the Illume shader. The detail map. Alright, well, first things first, let's start with some of the basics here. This has a second layer, I think. Yeah. Oh, we got 2 UDMs. We have 2 detail maps on this. So, no displacement, that's the good news. Diffuse color. Yeah, I'll just do that. It's a little faster. Okay, I'm guessing it's this thing. Yep. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. All right. The shininess level is 112. Okay. We got 1, 2, we're gonna have 3 because this has a second layer. And we're gonna have to put in a whole bunch of new if then else's. Alright, so we are going Drake, textures, interior, metal panel wear diff. Metal panel wear diffuse. Metal panel wear. Metal panels. It's already looking interesting and good. Alright. We do not actually have slot 4, so we're going to have to put an if then else there. But before we do that, I need to take actually, ooh, it's pretty late. Alright, static switch parameter has specular map. True, and if not, that. And you are an option. I should sort through the options at some point. So let's come down here. Has second layer specular map. I'm going to just have these as true by default. Alright, that gets rid of slot 10 and slot 4. Let's apply. Save. Alright. Has specular layer. Has second level specular layer. It's looking pretty good. Alright, slot 9. Metal panels diff. Ooh. That is nice, but we still need to put the blend on there, which is metal panels blend diff. Metal panels blend diff. There we go. All right, we'll round these out. Blend fall off is 0.8. We have a blend specular color. We got a blend detail gloss scale. So we've got more variables to add, but that's going to be done by me later. We're just going to finish up right here, right now, and then call that for the evening. Rare dirt blend factor, don't have that. Layer 2 blend 1. Mask blending tile 1. Diffuse color. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good to me. Oh! Layer 2 glossiness. Oh, wow, yeah. Blend factor 4. Ah, that kind of took away some of the really good stuff. Alright, so we got a lot of detail flags to drop into this material. So the next time you see the Illume Master, it's going to have a lot more layers to it. I might even find more of these to pop in. And I got to sort all that stuff. Yay! You know, maybe I'll kind of compress this down into a function. I don't know. But how does it turn out? Well, that's actually pretty good. Kind of wish it was a little, you know, a little more. So I will work at getting more of these done. Oh, look! The buttons. I wonder if that was actually one that, you know... Okay, now I kind of want to do that real quick. We actually had an atlas, and I kind of feel like that's going to be part of it. So let's just real quickly do Atlas Interior. Yeah, this one's going to be easy. It does have a second layer. Alright, diffuse color. Specular color. Yeah, already it's looking pretty crap. But let's see. Oh yeah, it is actually doing that. Shininess is 255. Okay, all right. So Drake Interior Atlas Wear Diff. Drake Interior Atlas Wear DNLA. Yep. Which means that. Drake Interior. Okay, that's the wear. Drake Interior Atlas A. Which means that's also true. Wear. That's the specular. This is for 9. 9. Diff, good, yes. Specular, yes. Diff blend A. Yeah, this is literally the same material. Except for some of the parameters I think are different. This does not have displacement. Alright, what are these extra settings? Blend fall off. It's 0.5. Alright. Specular color is 1. What about the blend color? Just before okay, yeah, good. Blend to layer tiling, that's fine. Blend masking 1. Blend to glossiness, yes. 2.8699999999. That's it. So the interior is almost is completely done, and I'm wondering how different it is from here. This does not have a second layer. Is that accurate? Oh, it does have a second layer. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, it's basically the same. Well, at least now I, have the proper settings. So we have a lot more options to go through. I have a lot more work to do to get that interior going. And I now have access to our legs. So, what I can do is come into the blueprint Buccaneer, find the legs, landing gear right attach point. Landing gear rear, landing gear left attach, alright, so what I can probably just do is come in here, grab the rear landing gear, just attach. Alright, now front landing gear door area, hard point, front landing gear left, front. Now, I'm definitely going to be doing some more work in here. Got to add a couple more details, but I'm actually really happy right now. This is looking fantastic. It may be almost to the point where I can say, screw it, we're done. At least for the one shot I need. Okay, guys. Thank you all for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of work done. I am tired. I need more drink. I only have this much left. But, yeah, we got more work to do. But that's going to be all for tonight. I will see you guys Wednesday. I think I might do a Star Citizen run on Wednesday. We'll jump into the PTU, see how it's faring. Assuming that the PTU doesn't launch anytime real soon. Because I think that's probably what I'm going to do is day one, Star Citizen, even if it's not Star Citizen Sunday. We're going to jump in, we're going to have some fun, and hopefully find out what's going on with all of our ships and everything. And probably have to do a whole bunch of tweaking, get my ships the way I want them again. Alright, I'll see you all Wednesday. Good night, everyone.